Yes, her inference is supported by 3 different random samples from the same population that show the same data. So that means if it's 3 different samples from the same population that show the same data, then obviously her inference is going to be supported or valid. All right, moving on to example 4. All right, example 4. Make an estimate from sample data. Derek is writing a report on cell phone usage. He collects data from a random sample of 7th graders in his school and finds that 16 out of 20 7th graders have cell phone. If there are 290 7th graders in his school, estimate the number of 7th graders who will have cell phones. So you just have to write a proportion. Right now you have 16 out of 20. That's your first proportion, 16 out of 20. And then you're saying if there's 290, how many, up here, how many will have cell phones? So here's your proportion. First in the given is 16 out of 20. Then the next question is if there's 290, how many will have cell phones? So the top one is cell phones. The bottom one is total students. Top one is cell phones. Bottom one is total students. So to solve that, you can cross multiply. You don't have to do it this way. You can do 20 times C, 290 times 16 and solve it. Or you can multiply both sides by 290. But either way, solve the proportion and see that C is 232. So 232 out of 290 7th graders would have cell phones. So based on this sample, about 232 7th graders in Derek's school have cell phones. So you wrote a proportion. Cell phones total, cross multiply to solve. So do the try it. For his report, Derek also collects data from a random sample of 8th graders in his school and finds 18 out of 20 8th graders have cell phone. If there's 310 8th graders, estimate the number will have cell phones. So write a proportion, 18 out of 20, and then solve. Press pause. Okay, your answer is about 279 8th graders. So you should have it set up like this. 18 out of 20 equals, what if I have 310? How many will have cell phones? So you can cross multiply and do 20C equals, and then multiply that and then divide. Or you can multiply both sides times 310. Y'all are used to cross multiplying, so that's the way I would do it. That's how you get 279 8th graders.